And ladies and gentlemen, as promised, here is the second one. So do not adjust your set. I am Hitman Kaz. And first and foremost, happy Halloween to everybody. I hope that you all that that if you plan on going out, you do plan on staying safe and whatnot. And I hope you get as big of a haul as I did one time. But anyways, I told you about my best haul ever. I might as well tell you about the craziest Halloween I ever had. So basically, for this Halloween, I was hanging out with my boy Stacey Styles and one of our other friends. I ain't gonna mention by his name, that just out of respect for him. But anyways, we went out to the more predominantly rich white neighborhood, where and a whole bunch of our friends were there, and this Halloween night, the usual mischief was happening. People throwing TP and shit, throwing eggs at people's houses. As a matter of fact, while we were trick or treating, we met up with a couple of our friends who was up to no good as usual. But anyways, they had a carton of eggs. And the thing is, I saw some dude on the other side of the street riding a bike. So then I saw an opportunity. So what I did was, I asked them, hand me an egg. Next thing you know, freaking, I'm doing my best impression of Eli Manning. Chucked it all the way across the street and nailed him, and he fell right off it, and he fell off his bike. And freaking, and after that, what I would normally do is that I would take the bike and ride off. But considering that that we were far from our Halloween night was far from over, all there was freaking, I actually took the bike and I actually rode it into a pond that was nearby. I can be that much of a dick, or at least I used to be like that. But then while we were all trick or treating, freaking, apparently, as we should have expected, the cops were on the lookout for anybody dicking around. So as the cops were turned the corner, we all decided that just so we wouldn't be being questioned for anything or nothing. When they came by, we decided to do our best Call of Duty impression, and we all were laying on the ground and like, for me and Stizzy in particular, we were underneath. We crawled underneath a bush, and some of our friends and the rest of our friends were just laying like dead flat on the ground. Some were standing up, hiding behind giant bushes and whatnot, and then eventually the cop rode past and went away without stopping. So then once they were completely gone, we went back to trick or treating and having a good time and whatnot. And actually, we saw something pretty funny. That across the street, this time across the street, freaking there was this dude in this station wagon who he was just driving on his own business, but then some dudes who were like, I'd say maybe in the park that was on the side of the street that he was on, freaking threw an egg at his car, and he got pissed off and immediately stopped the car, went out of his car, and started yelling at people. And then he got back in his car, but then they clearly didn't learn, because they wound up throwing one at his car again. But freaking, this is what had me laughing. This dude pulled out a rifle. I was like, oh shit, they better run. And honestly, I don't know if they ran or not, because I could assume they were wearing all dark clothing because where they were was completely pitch black because of the trees. So like there was that. Then So then after we were done watching them, we decided to continue, and we were getting a good haul. But then what happened was our friend wound up telling us that some more cops were on the way. They were on the way looking for us. Well, actually not us in particular, but like given the shit that we were pulling, they were more than likely gonna question us. So what happened was, we wound up being. Well, actually, we wound up just running from them just out of instinct. And so basically after they while we were running, like we were trying everything to, and me, I was basically trusting this piece of advice that I had gotten from some of my family, and I credit them for it. And what it was is basically, if you can't outrun something, outmaneuver them. And in that case, in that case, we more than likely couldn't outrun the cops, so we decided to outmaneuver them. So, and it was funny because like this, like what I was doing, I wouldn't normally do when it comes to anything like this, because like this is the first time I ever got chased for the cops for an actual reason. Like we were like running like in between houses and shit. We even tried hiding behind hiding near a dumpster, but like that wasn't working because they were coming so close, and like I was really like, nah, yo, we can't stay here. So then that finally led us to an abandoned church, and we were actually able to hide. We're actually able to hide behind the church, because like the way the abandoned church was positioned was like there was barely any any like field as far as them in the fence. There was like a little space, so like we were there for a good minute, and like the cops were searching for they were like searching for crazy, and I could tell you, man, Stizzy was shaking, man, and I was able to keep calm, like just barely, but eventually I'd say a few heart-stopping, pulse-pounding minutes later, they decided to leave, and then we all decided that just so nothing else happens, that that we just called a night. So then Stizzy called up his mom. She picked us up. We went home, and that was it. And needless to say, one thing I forgot to mention in the other story, just like with this story, what I always did was that I always had my mom check my candy before I ate any of it, just because she was wise to how it was, or probably still is, when like there are assholes out here that'll like spike candy with like poison shit, or like they'll put razors in like the apples or something, or like just do something to mess with the kids. And also, she also took the candy that I didn't like, so she was also doing me two favors at once. But that's gonna do it for this story. I definitely want to thank each and every one of y'all for sticking around and chilling with me. If y'all enjoyed this story, go ahead, hit the like button. Comment if you feel like it, and if you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And if you want, put the notifications bell on so you never miss when a new video comes up. And share this to everyone you think will enjoy it. And until the next video, I am the Hitman Kaz, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.